Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So today, certain beneficiaries of Social Security will be receiving checks of right around $1,900 on average. So we're going to be going over who is going to be receiving those checks, plus the rest of the payment schedule this month in May. Plus, one state just did something that would possibly increase checks for Social Security beneficiaries across the board for residents in their state. We're going to be going over what that state is and what they just did. But before we go ahead and dive into the main content of today's video, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive up to $200 in free stock or $200 in free cash, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Robinhood. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then simply link your bank account. You do not even have to make an opening deposit. At that point, Robinhood will be sending you one free stock worth all the way up to $200. And if you'd rather just have the cash, all you have to do is once you receive the free stock is just sell it for what it's worth and then transfer the cash value right back to your bank account. Okay, so diving right into our lead story of today's video. And last week there were some terrible, just completely awful storms that went through certain areas of Texas. And the result of that is a lot of property was destroyed, a lot of people injured. I believe 4 people were even dead from that. Just really, really tragic. And because of that, the governor of Texas just announced that there's going to be a boost in SNAP benefits for victims of the storm. So according to Newsweek, SNAP recipients in Texas are now eligible to collect replacement benefits following severe storms in the Lone Star State. So Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program SNAP benefits are issued monthly to low and no income households to help them buy groceries. Following storms and tornadoes, eligible claimants in Texas can apply for replacement benefits of up to the value of goods purchased using their SNAP electronic benefit transfer card. The governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, said that due to recent severe weather and flooding that devastated communities across our state, impacted Texans will be able to apply for SNAP replacement benefits for food that was lost or destroyed during these devastating storms, and that eligible Texans can apply for these benefits by dialing 211. He said, "I thank the Texas Health and Human Services Commission for working with our federal partners to ensure that Texans have the resources they need to recover and move forward from these storms." And as far as who can get the replacement SNAP benefits, those living in Austin, Chambers, Colorado, Harris, Liberty, Montgomery, Polk, San Jacinto, Trinity, Walker, and Waller counties are going to be eligible to get these replacement SNAP benefits, and applicants must specify on the form the value of the lost or destroyed groceries, as well as how much in benefits they receive per month. So really, this is the least they could do. Just a terrible, terrible situation. Again, 4 died from this. A lot of people injured. Their houses destroyed. Something completely terrible. So glad that Texas is able to at least do something to help these people out in these hard times. Now also, in addition to that, there's going to be one state that wants to increase payments for their Social Security beneficiaries because of one rule at the federal level that makes it so public workers like teachers, firefighters, police officers, or other people in the public sector that also receive a pension, because they receive that pension, their Social Security benefit, if they also worked in the private sector as well and paid in the system via their FICA tax, the 6.2 to 12.4% that goes into Social Security out of their paycheck. Because of that, because they are also receiving a pension, their Social Security benefit usually ends up being a good bit lower, as much as half reduced of what it should be. So according to Newsweek, one state wants to increase Social Security payments for millions. So if Alaska gets its way, more than 2 million people will see higher Social Security checks monthly. So the windfall elimination provision that reduces benefits for workers who have a pension from a job that didn't take Social Security taxes, seniors' payments can be significantly lower based on the number of years they had substantial earnings. from work when they did pay Social Security taxes, with the caveat that the WEP can't cut their benefits by more than half the amount of their monthly pension. So the Joint Resolution 18 was passed by a vote of 40-0 in the Alaska House of Representatives, and the state Senate voted 20-0 in favor this month. The resolution calls on Congress to pass a law that would get rid of the WEP for workers who also qualify for retirement benefits under Alaska's Public Employee Pension Program. So basically, by passing this, it doesn't make it so residents in Alaska get an increased benefit from the windfall elimination provision, cutting that out or anything like that. All it's essentially doing is just calling on Congress at the federal level, like the House of Representatives and the Senate, to pass the bills that they currently have. The bills, mind you, that have like overwhelming support, both Republicans and Democrats, more than enough co-sponsors. I believe the last time we checked, it had around 318 co-sponsors in the House, and just keep in mind it would only need 218 yes votes for it to pass in the House, so it has more than enough support. It just comes down to whether or not they're actually going to put the bill on the floor for a vote and try to pass this bill. Now, in some other news, of course, today, certain beneficiaries of Social Security are going to see checks deposited into their bank account. These checks, on average, are going to be right around $1,900. So we're going to be going over who is going to be receiving these payments. So according to AS, $1,900 Social Security payment. Are you eligible for the May 22nd benefit? So as far as who's going to be receiving the $1,900 from Social Security today on May 22nd, so they say that following the Social Security payment schedule, beneficiaries with a date of birth between the 21st and 31st are the ones who will receive the average check of $1,900 this Wednesday, May 22nd. With this, the distribution of the 5th month of the year is completed. However, since the first June payment falls on a holiday, SSI beneficiaries will receive the advance of their funds on Friday, May 31st. This is a standard procedure to ensure that beneficiaries receive their funds promptly, even when a payment date coincides with a holiday. So once again, what they are saying here, if you receive SSI benefits, instead of receiving your payment on June 1st for your June payment, you're actually going to be getting it one day earlier on Friday, May 31st. That's because, once again, June 1st is going to be falling on a Saturday, and anytime the first of a month falls on a weekend or a holiday, if you receive SSI, you just end up receiving your payment one day earlier, the Friday earlier. So that's why if you receive SSI benefits, you should expect to receive your second payment in May on Friday, May 31st, rather than, of course, on Saturday, June 1st. But that's all we have for today's video. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.